smash the like button, okay?
And again, shout out to Little Zandy for that, as always.
Hello, lovelies. I'm Lamiacy, and welcome to the What's Your Opinions podcast.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it is another day, another fantastic week, another day to do whatever the hell it is you want to do. It is a nice summer day here in the Bay Area for me. But as you guys heard that lovely, lovely voice, I have another special guest here today, guys. As you guys know, I had already interviewed another voice actress in Neon Dextrous, and basically the wildest subreddit I've ever been a part of, which is Gone Wild Audios. And I got to interview another one today, another great voice actress. And she goes by Lamiacy. She is incredible. Sweet voice. She just looks like a tender person that she might snap your neck in the middle of the night. But it's okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Welcome to the podcast, and thank you for just hopping on and and just going on this little interview.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm same here.
And I love talking, so.
Same here. That's why I've had this podcast for damn near almost 3 years. It's actually 3 years to the day that we're recording.
Oh my gosh, no way! Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. My baby is 3 years old now.
Hey!
Do I have an applause? Oh yeah, let's put the applause button on, guys, because you guys have been rocking with us for 3 years.
That's a lot better than what I can do.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that. I'm like, wait a minute, it's the third birthday of my podcast, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's so cool. I was telling you, the universe, it's working for us today.
It really is. For a person like me that's an absolute idiot, that mind goes completely blank. Like, that's the thing. Like, I always feel, I've said this many times on the podcast, I feel bad for the person that's going to, 1, date me, and 2, might marry me in the future. For the main fact, you're going to have to deal with my idiocy forever. But at the same time, it's weird as it is, I don't deal with like that stuff because I hate the questions like, would you love me if I were like a worm? I'm going to be like, no.
My boyfriend's same way. He kept it real with me. I was like, would you love me if I was a worm? And he went, probably not, because you'd be a worm.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, yo, it's the real truth, but it's like, no. I can't fuck a worm.
It makes sense, but I want you to do what my last ex, who ended up being a total B-word, did, where she was like, I would go to Michael's craft store and I'd build you a little house and I'd love you forever. Yeah, of course, now I'm like, you didn't even... Wait, am I allowed to curse on this?
You can say whatever you like.
Oh my god, that is... Okay, because the replacement curse words start sounding really weird after about the first one.
I start sounding like a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, friends, we don't use those words in public, do we?
Oh man, my parents would have killed me. Because I had like a substitute once. I was a terrible kid back in the day. It's like, all right, guys, it's time for nap time. I'm like, I ain't taking no damn nap. Immediately got sent to the principal's office.
Oh, man. You see, I was always a goody two-shoes. But, the overachieving student to internet slut pipeline, it's real. It is real and prominent in this community.
Really?
Yeah. No, seriously.
That's kind of fire.
So many of my fellow, erotic voice actresses are like absolute scholars. And we're like, I just aced my finals. Teehee. Do you guys want to hear me moan?
That's fire, Loki. It's like, yo, I just got my master's degree. Who wants to hear like this mac and cheese sound that I'm doing right now?
Exactly.
That's Loki. That's Loki fire.
In a pot that's a wop.
That is fire, Loki.
Yep. And you still get the trolls on the internet who's like, sex worker, your opinion doesn't matter. It's like, bitch.
I'm like, technically, I have a degree. It's like that kid.
Exactly.
Actually, I have a degree in advanced science. I just so happen to do this on my own, okay?
Oh my gosh. Right? It's like, look, I like to slut out in my free time. And I also like to tell you why you're wrong.
Exactly.
Because you're wrong.
Who doesn't? Oh, I always said this. Like, my mom, I love my mom to death. But I wasn't the problem. I wasn't a problem child on the surface. I was a problem child in the background. I lived the two sisters, right? So they got in
Yeah.
trouble all the time. I was always in the background, like doing, stuff. So in high school, I was a itty bitty little whore, and
Mhm.
I messed around a lot. And my mom was just like, just just thank goodness you were a smart kid. I was like, yeah. I was like, thank you. I mean, I still didn't finish high school, but like I'm a smart individual for what I am.
Yeah, no, I get it.
She's like,
I
you're
mean,
just a nice kid. I'm like, that's what I wanted you to think, but little did you know, I was whoring
my
myself out.
plan is working.
Pretty much, I got away with a lot of things because they didn't know. Like I snuck out way too many times that I can count.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a scar on my foot from something that I still don't think my mom knows what it actually was. I told her it was food poisoning. Uh,
Your mom
it
must be a
wasn't.
sa- your mom must be a saint if she believed that one.
Oh, she is. But
Uh,
it's also I grew up as the kid who would tattle on herself. So she
oh, okay.
she thinks there's no I mean, I told her right away when I had lost my virginity, and that was like a whole thing because it wasn't with someone I was like in love with in a relationship with whatever. So,
Oh, that was different. I didn't. To this day, my parents still think. To this day, my mom still thinks I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
My dad found out about 4 months after I lost my virginity because a random high schooler kept coming to my house.
What?
Okay, so story, everybody. I lost my virginity at 13. I lost my
Okay.
virginity at 13. It was a terrible experience. Everyone says, "Oh, my first time was so nice," or "My first time was bad." No, my first time was legitimately the most terrible experience of my life.
Oh no.
We were at a I was at a party because my sister, she was the troublemaker, my older sister. So it was basically like the spy for my dad. He was like, "Yeah, you got to take your brother with you." And so I'm at this high school party, and this drunk chick drags me all the way upstairs and just has her way with me, and at the end of it all, I get thrown up on.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
oh
the best
wow.
time. Not the best time. And then
Was it at least throw up from really good head? Like a really enthusiastic deep throat, or was it
no, it was just basically it was this. She gave me some crazy top. My 13-year-old brain was just rewired at this point. And so the head was fire is when she got on top of me, she was riding me, right? And then she stopped. I was like, what's wrong? Are
oh
you
no.
okay? And then just I was like, oh my God, please get. But as the nice person my parents raised me to be, I cleaned both of us up. I wrapped her in the bed. I took a shower. I stole whoever's clothes that was in that room, and I headed home with my sister.
Oh well, good on you.
Yeah, that's
Good
what I
on you.
that's what I get for being nice.
Yeah. Same with my boyfriend. I threw up on him once, except it was just a little bit, and it was actually from sloppy head.
Yeah,
So
that's fire. That's the thing now. That's crazy. The thing now is like people are just like because of me and my buddies we just talk about like the dumbest shit in the world. So I was at this
oh yeah.
bar with a chick and one of my friends is a chick and we were just talking and stuff like that. It's like when do you like what do you like most about sex? I'm like gonna be honest with you. Is like there's two things. I don't like sex. I like fucking. But the thing with fucking is I've never had like just covered my pelvis in saliva type of head. And she was like, "Yo, you're
Never.
missing out." Never. It's usually just like my dick is just like covered, but like I'm talking about like my crotch area just covered in saliva.
I feel like how do you even get to a point where you're giving head for more than like a minute and you're not covering your partner in spit entirely? Like
To
I
be
can
honest,
I can tissues on standby.
no, the chicks that ever have given me head was one, they were terrible at it, and two, they weren't just like they weren't as like how can I say it they weren't like too into it like as I am. Like with sex and like sex and stuff. Well, not sex with fucking. I simply am just like I'm all in, all chips to the table, balls to the wall. Let's
You go in with the enthusiasm.
yes, and it's just like yo, let's get it, let's fire, let's have a good day. If you have stuff planned, reschedule it because we're gonna have fun all day. That's my intentions of going in when it comes to fucking. Like, that shit is fire. But like sex, yeah, that's cool, you know, missionary and all that stuff. But I want to be like, it's either one, you're gonna degrade me, or I'm gonna degrade you, or we're doing it to each other, or it's fists are flying
You're
everywhere.
not talking about sex. You're talking about like this is a whole scene. This is a production, maybe minus the cameras.
Yeah, this is basically Brazzers. This is like Brazzers like audition tape that will never be released.
Oh my gosh. I feel that way sometimes. I'm like, God damn it, if only I wasn't like trying to remain some anonymity on the internet.
Exactly, right? I mean, then
Oh,
again,
man.
I was on an OnlyFans video once.
She get it.
Hey, she still pays me to this day.
Really? It's still making money?
Yes.
Gosh.
Oh my
I'm
god.
trying to get my boyfriend in on that because he's like, I mean, the side hustle, you know, you make a little extra fun money. I mean,
Yes.
I'm not making bank by any means, but I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it's fun money for like toys or dressing up or like
Yeah,
taking
I'm
him
like,
on
yo,
dates.
that would be so fire. Like, I am very like,
Exactly.
it's crazy. Like, I'm all for sex, but like the minute like she was like, hey, you know, like my partner, like it wasn't her boyfriend or whatever. She was like, oh my god, like, what's it called? The guy I was supposed to do this with, like he bailed out and stuff. Do you mind doing this? And this is like a friend of mine. I was like, oh, okay.
Is this a trap? Where
No,
them cameras at?
no. I was like, are we legit filming? She's like, yes. My friend, she does this like and sadly, like I don't talk to her a lot anymore because I did this like in 2020 or whatever. But we
Yeah.
don't talk a lot anymore. But she has like a whole production. Like she has like a whole like huge laptop, like not a laptop, a huge desktop just dedicated to making videos. She has like Sony A7000 cameras that shoot in 4K and stuff.
God damn.
She is all about her work. And when I say this, I still get paid because she made me sign, like, first of all, I had to give her my ID to make, obviously, so, you know,
Yeah.
so OnlyFans can clarify that I am 18 and
Yeah,
stuff.
Fansly does that too. I really appreciate that they do it. I just wish my boyfriend was faster at signing up for it.
So yeah, so basically she had made me like sign this thing, and she's like, hey, by the way, I've always said this with her, so because sometimes she does like a one-time payment thing where it's like, huh, I'll pay you X amount and then that's it, you won't get anything else. With me, she knows, as smart as a business person that I am when it comes to like, trying to promote something, or like she knows I'm business minded. She was like, I know you probably want a piece of the cake, so how about 20%? I was like, fuck it, fine.
Damn, you're getting both cakes.
Oh, dude, for real. I fucked the shit out of her, and then it was a whole 45-minute video, and then she cut it up and stuff, and I helped her edit it and all that stuff. To this day, I still get like an extra $150 in my PayPal.
Holy shoot.
$150 a
Oh wait,
month.
I can curse. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, so like an extra $150 gets into my bank account. I'm like, oh snap. I was like, oh, how many people bought it? She's like, oh, like 15 people bought it, so you're cool. I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it.
Dang.
I'm like, cool, that's a new video game, or like that's some manga I can buy.
Right? Oh my gosh, you could do so much with a little extra fun money from a hobby, from a hustle,
Exactly.
from a one-off with your bestie.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, that like like we don't talk a lot, but like I said, like the only time we talk is like the one time a month, and I always ask her how you doing and stuff. And she's like, all right, cool. I know she lives in New York now. I'm not entirely sure. I might have to text her for that now. But yeah, it's crazy how like just that alone, I'm like, yo, dude, this is cool. If I wasn't I'm an outgoing person, but but I'm an introvert. But like the moment I like, you kind of stump me on like certain things, like I'll turn into like the old me, which is a very shy person.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's why I was like, oh, you really want me to do this? She's like, yeah, it's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. I was like, sure, whatever. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
how long did it take for you to get comfortable behind that camera when it was actually like going down?
Oh, it took us, we had to stop recording about 10 times. And we were like,
better than what I do for recording audio. I go like 30 on the first minute alone.
That's not like comfortability, but like when it comes to like videos and stuff, like when I make videos for like YouTube and all that stuff, which you guys should follow, youtube.com/what'syouropinions productions, cheap plug. Like it takes me like maybe like a couple, like maybe up to 20 tries. Like the minute I fumble over words, it's over. I'm like, then I'll start getting pissed.
Oh my gosh, yeah. With my audios, I don't do anything like fancy. I don't have any editing software. I don't even have a microphone. I just use my like old ass iPhone
Really?
and whatever voice memo app it comes with, which is why my audio quality kind of sucks. That and there is a lot of noise from the outdoors
Wait a minute.
where I live.
So you're telling me your audio's as good as they are, but you're telling me
Oh,
that's just off an
thank you.
iPhone?
Yeah, it's off an iPhone.
That's
I just gotta give props to it that it doesn't have more background fuzz. But
that's great. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, no, I actually really like the little voice memos app. You go through and you edit, and you can't do a lot with it. The only editing I really use on that is you can go back and like re-record right over the recording in a certain space or continue it by editing. That's the only thing I do. And let me tell you, I need it because sometimes you get all the way through and then you mess up on a word and it completely ruins the vibe of the audio. And I just gotta pause.
You're like, son of a bitch.
Okay, let's redo that.
Yep.
And hope that it's not like super noticeable, like the jump cut from the background noise changing.
Yeah. You don't hear someone knocking in the background or something?
Part. Yeah, I just have a bunch of background noise that just determines whether the fuzz is louder or quieter.
Yeah.
And so sometimes if I like start recording or stop recording and want to pick it back up, the background noise will be at a different level, and that's what makes it really noticeable when I cut that place in the audio, is it'll do a little like drop off there.
Okay.
But must not be that bad if you think I'm that great of a creator to invite me on your podcast.
I really do. It's not very true. But I was just like, with things like this, I'm very curious on like how people's professions go on. You know what I mean? Like the point of this podcast is we're just trying to get everyone and anything to come on here and just talk about anything and anyone. So like basically, I've gotten two really you and Neon Dextrose to come on here and talk about. We'll obviously get more into Gone Wild and more of your content that you make, but to basically see a different perspective through everyone's creation.
Yeah,
because Neon Dextrose, I've seen her product. I've seen her process. I'm sorry.
I was totally talking over you there. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. I've seen her process. She has shown me videos and she has shown me her editing process. It is ridiculous.
Cool.
It is
so many talented VAs, editors, writers too.
Yes.
That just they put so much time and effort and expertise into their work. And it's just crazy how much other people do for this. And some still just keep it as a hobby, as a hustle, but some actually it's their profession. They make close to a living off of it, and they totally deserve that.
Oh, for sure.
They're amazing. Oh my gosh. Which is part of why I keep my commissions like so much lower than what I've seen as like standard in our community, is because I know that I do not put as much time and effort into my commissions as other people do. And I know that if you go to them, the quality and like the turnaround time usually is going to be like a lot more what you're paying for there. It's like we do the work, we get paid, but if you want something that's like really good quality, these are the people you go to because you can hear how much effort they put into it. There's a reason they cost more, and it's well deserved. Like,
there's one person I'm trying to get on right now. I'm pretty sure you've maybe have heard of her or listened to her stuff. I think she goes by Listen to My Voice.
I've really seen her around the community. I'm outgoing, but I'm kind of an introvert too. I got that anxiety disorder,
Yeah.
So I'm always like, is this friendship or do they think I'm annoying? So I don't reach out to a ton of people.
Yeah,
Most of my connections with people, like friends in the VA space, are on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Or X now is what it's called. It's no longer Twitter.
Names, but huh?
I said it's X now, no longer Twitter, even though I still call it Twitter.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Actually, no. Yes, fuck that, because now it sounds like a porn site, and fuck as in the pun. That's what I was trying to do. Feel free to cut that if you want. Also, feel free to leave it in.
It's whatever. Yeah, no, that's literally what Twitter is now. Like, Twitter is literally just a porn site.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, I can't say much. Mine is basically like Here's how I fucked my boyfriend today. Here's a political thing because I care about things sometimes.
You know,
Here's
it's all
porn
over
that
the
I
place.
made. Check it out. And here's a
Mine
picture of my cat.
mine basically consists of, yo, I'm retweeting this cool anime thread that we talked about, like One Piece, and then like, oh snap, this chick's just giving ridiculous head, and then oh snap, this artist just snapped on this cool ass fucking commission, and then
Yo.
here's what I just ate, guys.
Mood. Mood. We
Very
call
just
it
so.
girl dinner now.
Call
You
it
don't
what?
have to be a girl for it.
Mm,
Girl dinner.
what's that?
You haven't heard of that yet?
No.
Okay, so girl dinner is like when, it's girls, but really it's more of a vibe than anything. And it's like when you eat something and you're like, this is technically a meal, but only technically. It's like girl dinner, I'm eating a spoon of peanut butter and 3 frozen waffles, not
Huh?
even heated up. Girl dinner.
That
Though
that's me.
the line between eating disorder and girl dinner is very small sometimes, though, I will admit.
Maybe I'd be eating girl dinner all the time then, because I'd be like, yo, dude, I just ate this one grape and then had like 5 Ritz crackers that would have been slightly stale.
It's the convenience.
It really
I'm a
is.
girl. I have lots of things to do, like make audio porn, be the smartest person in my college class, and stress out about things that in the end don't really matter.
Exactly.
It's a busy schedule.
Exactly. I'm a zesty little dude. I like
Exactly.
to think,
Slay.
exactly, slay all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. All I think about is legitimately, yo, if a woman has some huge titties, like it's going to be an amazing time for me if I get to date them. Second,
Mm-hmm.
yo, I'm super hungry, but I don't want to eat. And 3, the most important thing on my mind is, yo, can I sleep an entire day and not be bothered? That's my mind
You just
goes
gotta
through.
put it on the podcast or film it in like speed run, sleeping for an entire day uninterrupted.
I should. Maybe. Yeah, I'll just put a dummy camera on my camera. But then again, like, I don't know. That's another thing I fear about sleeping, not just because I don't like to sleep. I don't get a lot of sleep, by the way.
Oh,
I realized something about myself. Sleeping wise, I don't like sleeping because I
you
freak out.
don't.
I don't because I get freaked out about sleeping. But I realized something. There's times where
Okay.
I don't remember sleeping because either 1, I got drunk, or 2, I just pass out due to exhaustion. When I'm drunk me makes videos.
Okay.
And that to me is the funniest shit in the world and he hides it. Drunk me is a completely different personality.
Are you admitting right now that you are drunk?
No, God, no. It's too early. It's 2:00.
5 o'clock somewhere?
I don't use that excuse. It's either 1, and when I'm editing, when I'm editing, it's the funnest time in the world because I will get drunk. Editing, making videos, or something like that. Like oh my God, I finished like last, like July the 20th. I was home alone, whatever. I will send you a video later about it. Drunk me edits. Drunk me can color grade. Drunk me could do shit that sober me cannot do.
God damn. It's like that one person that I like. This was just someone I only knew through like a Dungeons and Dragons group.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, when I'm stoned, I can fluently speak Italian. I do not
fire.
normally know Italian. I'm like, God damn.
That's awesome. So,
Right.
So I literally found this out. So I was going through like my stuff because I was deleting a bunch of folders, and it said this one folder has 52 gigabytes worth of whatever the fuck is in there.
Holy shit.
I was like, 52? What the fuck is in here? What games did I download on my Mac? What did I do? No, it is literally videos of me drunk out of my mind giving some real shit advice. Like the one I did like on July the 20th. I do remember not getting like drunk to not remember, but I do remember the process. I finished a 12 rack of Sonic's hard seltzers.
Okay.
Amazing seltzers, by the way. I wish they made more. So I finished that, got super drunk, and I was basically giving advice on how, like, I'm like, yo, you know what's crazy, guys? Like, there's one thing you guys gotta know about me. I love to fuck. Just disgustingly fuck. Like, I don't wanna, like, I will legitimately, like, love you if you just let me fuck the shit out of you. Like, I will feed your delusion. Or you could feed my delusion. I really don't know, but I just love to fuck. And then I was like, ladies, just give your man head. Everything will be fine. Like, dudes, eat ass. Everything will be all right.
Eat ass, give head, no protection. Fuck that shit.
Oh no, I was like, yeah. I was like, I want. I made it short. Drunk me edited that whole minute video to like 30 seconds.
God damn. That sounds like you need to post those to your YouTube because people would be so fucking entertained by that.
Oh my god,
I'm
posting
and I'm not
them.
even watching it.
I posted the fucking one on TikTok, and so I'm going through all of them right now to see which ones I can. I'm like, oh wait, I really can't. I said that word. I can't say that. I'm like, oh, that group's gonna hate me. I was like, all right, cool. We got some things we gotta get out, but there's some of them I still have to go through. But yeah, drunk me is just
oh my gosh,
is awesome to a degree.
Oh man, I don't drink I don't smoke at all. I don't drink or take edibles very often, but I know that when I do, I'm hilarious. I mean, I'm always hilarious, but like more unhinged hilarious than I already am. But I need to start recording audios. I need to start getting drunk when I have the privacy to record audios because I think it would be hilarious to see what drunk Lainey comes up with.
To be honest, it'd probably be some fire stuff.
I know. I mean, the last time I was drunk, I couldn't stop being sad about, what do you mean I can't feed your urethra little pieces of bread? It's drunk too. No, seriously.
Oh, no.
I couldn't stop picturing the little penis just eating a little piece of bread like a worm.
The last time I got I can't super
do that.
That's awesome.
And it was devastating.
Nah, there was this one time I was genuinely like sobbing in the bathroom.
Oh my god,
no. I was at my friends, we were all getting like drunk or whatever. And obviously they know I'm a single dude, but I don't like to date. And dating right now, it sucks for me.
Fair enough.
Sucks for me. Whatever the case may be is. But they brought this chick, and I was like, all right, cool. It's like, hey, we brought her. She's whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. I know what you guys are doing. Fuck you, but okay, I'll do this. Whatever. So we both got drunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes and she starts talking about like certain things. She's like, yeah, my boobs are always heavy. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, like whatever. And then she's like, yeah, like I keep producing milk. And then immediately I was like, excuse me? You do what? She's like, yeah, they get heavy because they keep producing milk. And I was like, yo, drunk me was just
she
like,
a mom?
Yes, she was a mom.
Oh,
I was like, yo, drunk me was just like, yo, I can help you with that. And she's like,
here,
no,
these look heavy. Let me hold them for you.
No, I was like, I'm like, no, literally, let me just suck the shit out of your titties, please. And she was just like, no, I'm sorry, no, da. I went to the bathroom, just started sobbing. Ugly
my God.
cry.
Because you got rejected, or specifically because you could not drink the titty milk?
Because I could not drink the titty milk. I could care less about rejection. Apparently,
I was
fixated on titty milk.
Though, even sober.
That's very true. But that's very true. But like, I was just so heartbroken.
And there for an hour, posted on your Snapchat. No one hit me up. Homies know what's up.
My buddies are like, yo, where the fuck is Eli? And we're like going, and they're like, what the fuck? And they're going through the house and shit. And then like, cause where the party, where we were getting together and where the party was, it's a 2-story house. And so everyone was in the basement. I was in the very upstairs, sobbing in his parents' bathtub. And they're just
you poor soul.
They're just like, you okay? I was like, leave me alone.
Any moms listening right now, you need to go, hey, I'm so sorry. What happened to you?
Oh my
Here's
God.
an email with a picture of my boobs.
Ladies, first of all,
It's not
please
the
do that.
same, but it's not the same. But help a homie out.
Help from the words of Lamiacy, help a homie out.
Help a homie out.
The thing is though, like me and my co-host Alex that can't be here today, it's been like it's been very known that we are very MILF lovers.
Can't even blame you.
They're just fire.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a woman?
Yeah, that's very true. And if you don't like women, and there's the thing. I always say this about like dating and stuff like that. Like it's crazy that like I can put game on women way older than me, but it's like hitting a brick wall with chicks my age. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like I can literally I could charm the pants off an older woman, but like literally I can give like bitches the ick just because of my height.
Oh yeah, how tall are you?
I am 5'7". The minute
Still a lot
chick
taller than me. Goddamn.
the minute a chick heard 5, she was like, "I'm sorry, no." I was like, "What?" She's like,
You
"Just
see,
no."
I get having the preference for that, but you are missing out on a lot of really great guys by being like, I'm sorry, he's just not a whole foot taller than me. It's like,
Like,
okay,
I'm sorry I can't slap your dick while sorry I can't slap my dick on your face while you're still standing up. Fuck you.
Right, exactly. Exactly. It's like, no. This just means that if you're closer in height, the sex positions make more sense.
Exactly.
Some of them.
I mean, I could
69ing is a lot easier when you are similar heights.
Yeah, I'm like,
come on, think of the logistics, girl.
I'm not gonna break. I can't do a stand-up 69 on you, and I have to literally break my neck just try to eat you out.
Exactly.
Standing 69 is fire. That's like probably like my second favorite position.
That one I have never done before.
Missing out. I know the blood rushes through your head or whatever, but it's a fun experience.
I like that. But I mean, if I want that, I just hang my head over the bed and let him deep throat me.
That is what I want to experience so bad. I want to experience that so bad. I just want to be like, I just want them to put their head at the foot of my bed and just like, yo, it's okay. Just if I cry, I cry. It's amazing. It'll be a fun time. I'll be like, oh my God.
Crying tears of joy, and maybe because you have to clean up everything.
I will clean up. I don't give a shit. Let me do it.
Damn.
That's the one thing a lot of chicks do that like always whenever I end up having some glorious fucking, they get so weirded out that that I do aftercare, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "You just never, you don't want to get ice cream, or you don't want to."
What people are upset and confused that they get aftercare?
Yeah, very confused. I'm like, because they're just like, "What are you doing?" I was like, just wanna kind of cuddle,
letting you know I kind of care about you, at least the basic minimum.
Oh no, not that I care, not that I don't care about it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's just I'm just being the nice person my parents had raised me to be, and a lot
like they care about them the bare minimum, because
sure.
You gotta care about someone's well-being if you're gonna have hot, kinky sex with them, you know?
For sure, yeah, exactly. I would be like, yo, you want to get like ice cream or some shit, and like kind of cool, and she was like, okay. I'm like, oh, you've never had this before.
Yeah. No,
like,
I need like, well, actually, sometimes I don't need the whole 9 yards, but the whole 9 yards is nice. I want a bath. I want you to be giving me some hair scratchies. You have to tell me that like I'm the most amazing you've ever had, even if I'm not. I just need to hear it right now. Like I need the care.
Yeah. Right? Like everyone needs some care once in a while.
Yeah. Because aftercare is not a fucking option. It's along with consent. If you're not given it, if you don't have it, it's not that great sex, is it?
No. So with Gone Wild Audience, that's subreddit and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So obviously the number one thing I want to talk about is to me, I would say is your most involved audio, which is the housewife audio you do?
Conservative sheltered housewife, yes.
Yes. So
yeah.
I don't really when I see you posting and stuff, like, all right, cool, another cool audio and stuff. Um, is that your work?
Yeah.
You've written that.
Like my writing, like my what specifically my work?
Like you've produced, like you've written it, you've gone through it, like you're solely like you didn't do like a script fill on this. Like this was
Oh,
your thing. This is your original work.
no. I really like improv, which is one of the reasons I got into Not Safe for Work, because
Mm-hmm.
I get to improv and voice act and sexy times yay. Um but no, that whole series is, sometimes I write like a really rough outline, like here's some of the things I want to happen in it, here's the vibe, here's the title or whatever, and then I go off of that. But almost all of my stuff, unless it's uh sometimes commissions, they have a little more of an outline if I get permission to post those publicly.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a script fill, I will definitely say this is a script fill or like a request fill or whatever. But I mean, almost all of my stuff is improv, especially the conservative sheltered housewife one.
Yeah, because I was like, obviously that's a great work from the writing perspective of it. When I listen to like the audios and stuff, because I for the main part is like people like I've like messaged some people that have like comment on like several different things, like on obviously a ton of people's different like works and stuff. I was like, yo, I got a question for them. I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's cool? I'm like, I know this is weird and stuff, but like, do you like get off on this? And they're like, yeah, sometimes I'll jerk off to it, sometimes I don't. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I just wanted to get that. So I got a survey of all that. And like 90% obviously they jerk off to it or whatever. My thing is this, I just listen just to listen. Like it's fire. Like shit
I
is
do that too sometimes. It's definitely, the watching porn for the plot is real.
it really
It's
is.
definitely a thing.
It really is. I'm like, yo, like, is this there's this one. I don't know what it is with like porn companies now. They are starting to make some cinematic shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I was watching the other day. Yo, holy shit. There's like this whole plot between like it's like a shitty version of Game of Thrones, but with with big titties. But the acting is like impeccable. Like this shit was really good.
I would watch the fuck out of that. And I haven't even watched Game of Thrones because I'm
I've
a
only
fucking
watched
wussy, but
I've only watched maybe 8 episodes. I still need to go back. Alex is still mad at me about that, my co-host. But yeah, there's just shit like that. Like I'll just like I don't even jerk off sometimes. I'll be like, yo, how does this end?
right? It's like sometimes even when I am jerking off, I'm like, hold up. I can't come until I get to the end of this, because if I come now, then I'm going to lose interest and want to go to cleaning up, and I'm not going to hear the end of the audio.
Exactly. So and then like I don't even do that with any audio. Like I just genuinely listen because some of them are really good. But like with
Mm-hmm.
yours, like I can definitely tell like with the conservative housewife one, you've put a lot of work into it when it comes to obviously writing it and like people obviously interacting with it and just telling you how good it is. I've even commented on your previous one saying, yo, this is like cinema. Like this is really, really good.
Yeah. Thank you for that, by the
Oh,
way.
no problem. Like it's just a legit series. Like we don't get a lot of series like this. Not in like the set.
Yeah.
Like it's just usually it's just one-offs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see the same script fill like every so often. That's why I don't go on Reddit all the time because
Mm-hmm.
like I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get the same thing, or people cut out some really good ones and I just like, oh, okay, cool, I'll save that for later or whatnot. But like legitimately, like there isn't like series of like audios that are like a storyline. And I really
Yeah.
like that about yours is because like it's like it reminds me, I forgot what this one's her name was. I think she goes by My Kitty Claus or something like that. She does an amazing job. Like her voice is just enticing.
Had to cough, but I was going to say, yeah, like on Twitter, I'll be like friends with these other voice actresses in the community, and then I'll like, oh, I wonder what they sound like, and I'll click on their pinned post, and I'll listen, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm wetter than the ocean right now.
For real.
Yeah, it's like, holy fuck, girl. Shay, do you make sapphic content? Because where can I find it? For a friend, not for me,
I mean, it's
for
for
my
me, but
friend.
like for a friend. I'm just lying because his friend doesn't exist, but I'm lying for me. So please give this to a
Exactly.
friend.
I'm lying, and you'll know that because I don't really have friends, but
Exactly. I got my co-host. That's the only thing he does, but he doesn't listen to this stuff. So Cool. With the it's like with the exception of all that, like with audio, with like you and your audio and stuff like that, obviously it's supposed to be a one-sided thing, right? Where
Yes.
and obviously within your series it involves another person. So
Yes.
so with that saying, it's like, do you take when you are, going through the process of recording and stuff, do you ask somebody or do you know like to help you like read lines back to you so you can read your lines that you're supposed to read?
Uh,
Or is that simply just you go off a whim of what they're supposed to say and then you just say it back and then you just go through your lines?
yeah, when I do it, I kind of just, I have it in my mind. So like I say my lines out loud and I imagine what the listener would be saying and
Mhm.
then, or doing, and then I respond appropriately with, the very occasional sound effect, since again, I don't edit. So I only
Yeah.
have what I can like harness immediately in the
Yeah.
moment, like door sounds or bed or clothes rustling or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all in the moment. It's not something I like rehearse. I get to it and I either get a good take or I go back and I redo that one until I improv something that I think is a vibe.
Okay. All right. I mean, I always feel like they either had somebody do it before, like, like they read lines between, like, with somebody, like, oh, well, I got to say this. Can you just say this to me and then I can just record this or whatever? You know what I mean?
Oh, do you mean for in general or when it comes to like a non-listener character?
For like a non-listening, and for like in your sheltered housewife thing, like, obviously your character, she's talking, to the husband's friend, right?
Yes.
So do you have
Oh,
someone
but you're
like act?
talking when the husband comes in?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about like when the husband's friend, like, obviously there's no dialogue coming towards him. I mean, like you said, like you're in the moment, you know what to say and you have these phrases you want to say back. So that's what I thought,
Yeah.
like you had someone help you, like you go on like a call or whatever, just so you can get a vibe of, okay, this is what this person's saying to me so I can respond and how I can give out this response. I don't know if
Yeah,
that was
I
confusing.
don't actually do that. I just want to make sure that I heard the question and interpreted it right, and I wasn't
Yeah.
like giving you a really long, convoluted answer
No,
to
no,
a
no. You
question
gave
that
me a good
you
answer where
didn't
you gave
ask.
me the answer I was looking for. I thought
Okay,
there was a bit of a miscommunication between us with that. But that's what
it's all
I
good.
it's all good. So like that's what I feel like with yours kind of separates you like from a lot of other people where it's like you have a legit series and its series is good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Like
It's
stuff like
it's
that where
also
like
something I
writing.
should be recording more often because so many people are into it, and I have like 11 episodes planned out, and I think I'm only at like 6.
Oh, really? You have
But
11? I
it's
know you said
definitely
you had
gonna
a
take
lot.
like, huh?
I know you said you had a lot planned for it. I didn't know you had 11.
Yeah, I have 11. I have a paper sum here where I wrote out everything, but every time I look at it, it kind of ends up, oh, I think I'm going to move this episode in front of this one instead. And actually, I think I want to change this so it vibes better.
Yeah.
So it's a very rough outline, but I do have about 11 episodes planned.
Okay. I know people like our fan base has no idea what the fuck we're talking about. Do you mind telling them about the Sheltered Housewife
The
series?
series?
Yes, just a
Yeah.
bit.
Okay, so the Conservative Sheltered Housewife series, it's a series of audio porn episodes ranging in about 30 minutes typically to an hour, so averaging about 45 minutes. My audios tend to be kind of long. Um, and it's where there's this wife and she has a husband, and apparently her sex life with him is not that great. But this husband's best friend, as you find out in the first episode, through a series of events and very realistic plot, obviously, um, they end up fucking. And then they're like, "Hey, why don't we make this a thing?" And of course, as the title you might assume, she's kind of more like sexually conservative, not necessarily politically conservative. If you want to take it that way, sure. Just don't be like the one person that made an account to harass me in my comments on it because you were upset about it.
Did
Don't
someone
get your
actually do
feelings
that?
hurt over it. It's porn. But yeah. And so, she's hesitant, and through the series, you're supposed to like just follow her along as you, the listener, are the husband's best friend who's kind of showing her the ropes of all the sex things, good sex, kinky sex, lots of aftercare, and as a lot of the listeners definitely comment on, you kind of hear her falling in love with him
That's
as it goes along
that's
because
what
he
my thing
actually
was.
treats her right.
So I think
So,
I did
yeah.
comment that because my thing was this. It's just like, obviously this is my prediction on this. I think
Hmm.
the minute she starts to have sex with her husband, that is when she feels the difference between her husband and the best friend.
Hmm. I definitely I think I've even had one audio in that series where it was mentioned that, she was like, I guess we just need to like practice these awesome sex things more because I tried to have sex with my husband and it wasn't great. So I think it's a me problem because, she's still in that delusion. She married this guy, it's not working out, but she really wants to make it work and be a good wife.
Yeah.
So what else would you do but have sex with your husband's best friend behind his back so you can learn how to give him good head?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously. It's some real housewife shit, people. Ladies, take notes.
Right? Oh man. It's kind of funny though, because obviously that's an audio that's like centers around the idea of like cheating or potentially in the future cuckolding.
Yes.
And in real life I'm like, no, that's not my vibe.
So my thing is this. So obviously you've had a ton of comments within that series. Has anybody predicted how it's gonna end yet?
Oh gosh, let me hold on. I have it written out somewhere for what I wanted the ending to be because I had a couple different versions. One was like really dramatic. Like this was some telenovela level shit.
Hey,
But
hey, as as a half breed Mexican, yeah, telenovelas were just really really fun. I used to watch the shit out of those with my grandma. So yeah, oh my god.
oh,
So obviously these aren't set in stone. So can you give me some of those endings if you don't mind?
yes, if I can find it. Okay. Uh let's see. So a lot of the ideas either revolved around the husband catches them and it's like, "Oh shit." And then she's like, "Damn, this sucks." But then I was like, no, it. They want a satisfying ending. So then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, it could end with a cuckolding threesome where it turns out that the husband really likes being a cuck.
Oh.
Some people have I think hinted at that the husband. Oh no, wait, that's actually the actual ending. Hold on. Do I want to reveal that? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll reveal it
I
because
can
maybe then people will listen. They're like, I want to know, and I'm like, well,
I was
go
say,
check out this
do you want me to
Colditz
cut that for you?
podcast, huh?
Do you want me to cut that for you?
No, I'll keep it in.
All right, cool, cool.
Because then people might actually be like, oh, sweet, I'll listen for that. So
You know,
hold on.
there's some dudes out there like, yo, dude, cuckolding fire.
Right, exactly. I have a lot of people, and a lot of people who like to commission me
Mm-hmm.
do go for like cheating cuckold audios.
No way, for real?
Yeah, I mean
No.
the conservative sheltered housewife is the one that like kind of really got the attention of people who are like wanting to commission me, or at least as far as I've seen, because I get a lot of my commissions that are like on that theme.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Found your
it's
niche.
it's yeah, exactly. And it's funny because I'm not even like pro cheating, pro cuckolding. I mean, not that anyone who's into those kinks is necessarily, but
I
you
had
get it.
a I said this before. I was like, because I wanted I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like when I first listened to the series, I wanted to hate this series so bad because
Really?
yes, because I'm not the biggest person when it comes to cheating or what. I don't cheat. I was raised to be a nice boy,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have a inch of that in my body to cheat on somebody. I'll just end it. I have been cheated on
Mm-hmm.
multiple times, so this thing was infuriating me.
Oh yeah.
But then
And
I messaged this on there, and then you responded to me because like, man, as much as I is like, as much as I don't like, as much as I didn't want to like this series because I have been cheated on multiple times, this is a damn good series. The more you have progressed in this, I felt like, as someone like me, as a movie reviewer and loves anime and just loves storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
this is why, one, I wanted to interview you, and two, why I love your series is because it's changed my mind because of how, obviously, within the 6 episodes, we've seen a shift and change and foreshadowing that, as much as the husband isn't an asshole to her, as we have not known yet, there's
Mm-hmm.
just, there's no tension
It's
between them.
off.
It's off.
Yeah.
And it
The
happens, everyone.
chemistry is not
You've
there, and
either,
it's
one,
there with
married the wrong
malicious.
person, and you, as either the husband or wife, want to try to fix this in any way possible because, one, you still do care about them, or two,
Mm-hmm.
you have to break it up. And that's why I was, when I watched the 6th episode, or listened to the 6th episode, I was like, this is some damn good writing. Like, I'm in love with
Thank
this
you.
series. No problem. So for the first part, I wanted to hate this, but at the same time, it's just like, I can't shit on someone's good storytelling. Fuck my past experiences. This is a really good experience of somebody that is emotionally unavailable to someone, and not because they don't want to, it's just because it just happens.
Yeah.
And this, it's one of those
And
spring of the moments where it's just, I didn't want this to be a thing, but it happened, and I'm enjoying I'm enjoying this.
mm-hmm.
And now she's conflicted between, fuck, am I really falling for the best friend, or am I really doing this to try and save my marriage?
Yeah. It's definitely you kind of have to figure out where she is along the path. And I think a lot of people like guessing that and like speculating
Peak cinema,
where her
that, like I
mind is
said,
at
peak
in the
cinema.
moment. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Well, thank you.
No
You know,
problem.
if you want to hear the two biggest contenders for how the ending would go, or I guess the three biggest, because it turns out I'm maybe not completely certain yet, but the three biggest contenders for how I might want the finale to go is either it turns out that the husband gets invited for a threesome or gets to watch them cuck in some situation, or
Mm-hmm.
not them cuck. He gets to scratch that. One of the biggest situations. This is why editing's a good thing.
Editing is always a good thing.
Oh man, one of the biggest contenders is that in some situation, the husband ends up watching them have sex or even joining them in having sex, and it turns out, hey, he really likes the threesome going on, or he really likes cucking, and he's really into that, so it doesn't have to like change him and his wife's relationship to
Mm-hmm.
watch, his wife and his best friend fuck every
So,
once in a
so
while.
basically, just
Um,
have them come to terms of having an open relationship.
yeah,
Okay.
essentially that's one of the options. Another one is that like gets invited to a threesome. Turns out he doesn't like it. He can't stand to see his best friend fuck his wife. And then it's like, oh damn, well, I guess we'll just run away together or something.
Okay.
Or
Wait, the best friend and the
other,
wife, or the husband and the wife?
the best friend and the wife.
Ooh, that's spicy. That's
Yeah,
that's like that's on like some romantic shit right there. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
exactly. That's why I've been thinking of that one for a bit. That's one of the endings that I thought I had planned out previously, and I thought I was set on that, but I'm constantly vacillating. But when I like written that out, I was like, okay, this is the basic general of it, and then I'm like, damn, I need to send this to an executive producer or some shit. This is
Shit.
some like dramatic monologues
This
here,
is,
bro.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna add some gasoline to your fire right now. Yo, have them
Okay.
run away together, right? Like, say if that's the
Yeah.
ending, have them run away together and just have a whole, and then just like the husband picks up a letter and and you just read out the letter. I'm
That
saying,
would be such a good way to do it. Oh my gosh.
oh my god, are we producing this shit together right now?
Oh my god, are we? I'm your new co-host, except you're on my project now.
Oh my god, I am so down to help you.
Let's see. The last ending is everyone gets a happy ending though. Less drama, yay happy, and it turns out that the husband wasn't really into it either because he's just not that sexual person. He's not an asshole, he's just not that sexual person,
Mm-hmm.
or he's gay. And if it goes down the gay route, I think it's going to be him, like, threesome or watching them fuck. So either threesome or cucking, and then he realizes he likes seeing his best friend a lot more than he likes seeing his wife. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Hot damn, I think I need a divorce." And then the wife and the best friend run away together. You know,
Okay, that's a good one. So what was like the crazy ending? Your telenovela ending.
the telenovela ending. Well, that's the one where it's like the. Hold on, I think I actually have it legitimately written down here. Oh my gosh,
This is
where is it?
awesome.
Where is it? Final part. Let's see. That's cuck situation.
While she is looking for that, guys, make sure you guys are like, comment, and subscribe. This is obviously going to be on YouTube. I'm not going to have a video this week, guys. It's just going to be a PNG photo of the thumbnail, so no video this week. But I will be doing a bunch of clips and stuff, so make sure to, just follow us there. Follow us on our TikTok, WYO Productions. I have a lot of things coming into fruition. Obviously, we're still trying to get the Patreon going, guys. Reaction to animes and all that other stuff. We have a bunch of goodies coming out. I'm actually trying to develop a new logo for the podcast too. So we have a lot of shit in works, guys. Nothing is set in stone, as it always is with this podcast. And also, we are going to be having some fall and winter merch in the near future. So look out for that, guys.
All right. Well, perfect timing because I found it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read it word for word. I have a couple thoughts for the last part of the series. It will likely end in a threesome/cuck situation, with the listener eventually suggesting in a kinky dirty talk way that her husband do the honors and breed her like she's begging to be, but the husband acts weird about the thought of getting her pregnant. The wife is obviously sad and draws back a little, ensuring him that he doesn't have to and saying it was stupid anyway. Listener calls him out, while the wife tries to tell him to stop and that really it's fine, even though it isn't. It's not her husband's fault for not being interested and being nearly impossible to turn on, and for being a selfish lover and hardly giving her any attention, since she just treats her like a mix between a trophy wife and a maid. He says that if his best friend won't make his wife happy, then he will. He fucks her hard enough that she can't protest, as she's in such pleasure, while he gives her the most heartfelt sexual AF dirty talk known to man. Husband leaves, and the best friend shouts after him, something that, you obviously wouldn't hear as the listener. Wife starts begging for him to, this is dirty talk, so prepare your ears, to fill her up and breed her and make her his.
Okay,
they both come together. After a minute of calming down, she happily says, "I love you," and they kiss.
Ooh, okay, it's
and then,
spicy.
the ending incorporates, the religious aspect of, her being a God-fearing woman in this situation,
Okay.
So, that's the drama ending.
Oh, that's a fire one too.
Yeah. He basically gets told off, but that one, I'd have to figure it out. I think I'd have to go with your letter idea. Genuinely, I would have to go with the letter idea.
Okay.
Because...
Okay, guys, you guys are getting some, we're getting some ideas thrown. Okay, other idea for that stuff, right? This is how you're going to incorporate the last one you just told me. So have her read that out, right? Have her read the letter out to the husband, and then after breeding session with her new man / the best friend / new man, happily ever after.
Exactly.
Well, not for the husband, but
not for the husband. Yeah, the husband can get fucked and by his own hand, as he prefers.
Obviously, you don't like your wife that is legitimately trying to be like, "Yo, just fuck the shit out of me," but you're not with that. So guess what? Best friend took it. Not your fault, buddy. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I get it.
You have to cut that one out. Oh my god.
I will definitely cut that out. That was at the hour mark.
Thank you.
No problem. But probably last couple questions I'll ask is, has there been, obviously you have fans. Has there been a weird fan interaction between either Reddit, Twitter, or your Fansly?
I mean, Not really any on Fansly. I have a couple picture sets, including the one that if people want to see what I look like naked, that's going to be the closest they're ever going to get to it. And I am genuinely naked in it, but still, the main stuff is censored.
If you want, give me all your links and I'll link everything down. So if people want to check that out.
Oh, I will send them to you after this.
For sure.
So I don't get many on Fansly. I don't get many on Twitter. Well, I said Twitter so weird. Okay, let me try that again.
Twitter.
I don't get a ton on Twitter. Of course, I get the guys every once in a while who are like, "What's up? I want to get to know you. Hey." And I'm like, I am not doing this parasocial relationship shit with you. You just want to get off on wasting my time, basically. Even though I put it right in my bio, I am not sexting your crusty, dusty ass. But, on that's where more of them come from. But a lot of them are the guys that think that I'm going to, like, sex with them just because I'm a sex worker. I'm like, if you're going to pay me, sure. But no. I stated very clearly.
Yeah.
And of course, every once in a while, someone gets upset. Like I had mentioned, I think about the conservative sheltered housewife, where they're like, make an account to go on some rage in my comments about how America's destroyed because of cheating porn audios.
That's crazy. Wait, you got to send me that. I got which one? Wait, which episode? Which episode was it so I could look that?
It got deleted by the moderators.
Oh, good on the moderators.
Yeah, I told them, I'm like, hey, could you guys handle this? And they're like, yes. If he comes back, just let us know. But he's banned. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Part of it is just people being horny and not respecting your boundaries.
Yeah, I think that's a weird combination with me. I'm just horny, but like I'm just very chill about everything.
Yeah. And that's how you know that you're going to get some good pussy one day.
Oh my God. I swear to God, it's going to fuck the shit out of my girlfriend whenever she comes into my life. But until then, until then, it's just.
Or leave it in, that's fine.
Yeah, oh my God. I cannot wait. I mean, I just fuck random women in general, but I'm always safe about it. But, yeah, my girlfriend has to be as sexually active as me because I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna be the person, like I'm gonna feel the weird one if I'm gonna want sex all the time.
Oh yeah, like me and my boyfriend, we definitely have high sex drives for each other, and it's great. And I'm kind of shocked because he was an absolute virgin before me. Well,
really?
Not absolute, but like hadn't even had his first kiss yet. And it's like, I am gonna corrupt this Christian mother's child. See, thanks. Please and thank you. And he's so goddamn good at what he does. Like, goddamn.
So that's what,
Kink.
like, so the chick I would like. So when I said I lost my virginity in high school, when I was 13, that was like my year going into high school and stuff. So the chick I was messing with. So I constantly asked this with people, and my buddy's girlfriend, she was like, "How old are you?" I was like, "Yeah, I was like 13. How old is she?" I was like, like 18. And she's like,
"Oh no."
And she's like, "That's statutory." I was like, "What's statutory?" She's like, you're a fucking idiot, aren't you? I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, you got taken advantage of. You got raped." I was like, "Oh."
I was gonna comment the first time you said that, but I didn't want to bring it up if you weren't aware.
Oh, no. I am fully aware now that I am a 25-year-old man. I'm like, yo, dude, I got fucking raped and got thrown up on.
No, yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's one of my boyfriend's friends, his homies were hyping this one guy up in the group. They're like, tell her. Oh, sorry, I'm wandering to places with weird acoustics now. I've gotten up to the wandering around stage of the phone call. They're like, oh, tell her how you lost your virginity. It's such a funny story, bro. And he literally tells me that he like got raped by these older girls at his school. And I'm standing there in like horror. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Are you good? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm fine now. And I'm like, are you? Oh man, I mean,
you know what?
So many men get raped and they just don't realize it because society doesn't talk about it. They only talk about it in response to talking about how women get raped, which is not the time or place.
I think I just connected the dots right now.
Yeah?
Maybe that's why I
What
like
dots?
older. Maybe that's why I like older women.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I just connected the dots.
I mean, look at me. Scholar, uh, porn artist, voice actress, therapist.
Hey,
Damn.
look
Now
at
offering
me!
therapy sessions.
Look at me, guys! A podcast host, fucking a horny ass motherfucker that can probably be a porn star if I didn't have such a small dick.
Bro, if you ever want to join the audio porn community, I got you.
I don't know. I don't think my voice would be cool enough for that.
Are you kidding? You got on the mic and I'm like, woo, where's my hand fan? Like a Victorian era woman trying to subtly flirt.
Oh my goodness, you have been such a fun delight.
They actually had fan language. It might not have been Victorian era, but where they had like signals where different movements with the fan meant different
Yeah,
things.
it was like
And
forward,
a
like
lot
yo,
of
come
them
fuck my
were
throat, or
flirting.
like backwards, like yo, come fuck me my ass, like.
Oh my god. You just whip it around wildly and throw it across the room, and the next thing, the clothes are gone.
Dude, that'd be fire. Look-y.
In 4 minutes, because, you know, it's the dress of that age, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've always thought, like, you know, like, I always thought, like, voice acting was pretty cool for what it is. But, like, I would have never thought, like, oh, no, I probably wouldn't have, like, done that. I don't know. I've always been weirded about, like, about my voice and stuff. Like, I never really thought, like, oh, you know, I could probably do that or whatever.
Nah, bro, I'll even bring you in on a collab, dude. Like, seriously.
Oh, for sure. I'm so down.
Pog.
Pog. No cuck shit, though.
Okay. Damn. All right, that works. It's okay, except I'm gonna make you find the script you want to fill, because I'm not picky when it comes to collabs. I'm just happy to be there.
Have you ever collabed with anybody?
Yeah, I actually have multiple up.
I have to look that up.
I've collabed with u/Dead Crozes, who is actually my old friends with benefits and the person that I lost my virginity to.
Okay.
We have some real sex collabs. Like, it's literally, I think, like 4 episodes of us having hot kinky sex.
That's fire.
Yeah, so those are up on my Reddit.
Oh,
And
okay.
I have one that's like 2 hours long, and it's basically like I was having video chat sex with another VA that we had become really close friends.
Oh, okay.
And then lines got a little blurred, and so now we don't talk anymore. But, you know. But I do have some collabs up, and
Okay.
they're
Everybody check them
mostly
out.
for now real sex, though I am working on a really big collab with like 20 or 30 other voice actors in the community.
Okay.
I don't know if it's announced yet, so I don't know if I can say what it's about, but that's coming up in the future. I'm hopefully going to be working on a Safe for Work collab, my first ever.
Okay.
So I like collabs, and I'd love to do them more in the future. So, like,
Definitely.
hit me up after this.
Oh, for sure. That'd be hella cool. You know, everyone
Yeah.
always says this about me. Like, for the longest time, they're just like, yo, are you high all the time? I was like, no, I'm just a very chill person. It's to the point where my parents always thought, like, you smoking weed? I was like, nah. I'm like, I just enjoy
Nah,
life.
bro, why you tripping?
For real, I'd be like, why are you tripping on me? I'm like, I'm the good kid, supposedly.
Exactly.
I'm like, little do you know, your son's a fucking whore.
Right? Oh my gosh, my mom, anytime there's any joke about like prostitutes or even like Foot Finder, whatever that one's called, she's like, please don't be a sex worker. I'm like, oh, you have no idea. I
You
am
have
so
no
sorry, but you are
idea.
never gonna know.
Exactly. Yeah, no, yeah, dude, connecting the dots is crazy. I fucking learned fucking that. It's really, really awesome.
Oh
You are a
yeah,
really good therapist.
I've been in therapy myself. It makes sense, especially when you get into kinks. There's usually some psychological connections.
I don't
there.
have any kinks.
You don't?
Well, no. That's a damn lie. I like to tie girls up.
Exactly. You're a rigger.
Yeah. Oh, oh my God. Since we're talking about this, I did this like kink
The
test or
BDSM test.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it says, and it's very true to like the top 3. Hold on. Can I fucking pull this shit up real quick? Holy fuck.
Yeah, I take that every once in a while. It always changes because I'm definitely like more of a switch now than I ever was in the past.
So number 1 thing is I was a switch.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see
Oh
if
man, I'm telling myself I'm not gonna flirt. I'm not gonna flirt, even if he understands. I'm not gonna flirt.
Where the fuck is it? I think I seen this the other day. Nope, that's a color palette. That is some pink shoes that I really like. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here. Okay, so
I'll just say I'm psychic and I'll read them out for you. You got 100% as a rigger, you got a 98% as a degrader, and you got a 67% as a degradee.
No.
Damn it! I thought that was gonna work.
You did get rigger was my was the 3rd highest though. So 93% switch, 79% dominant, 79% rigger, 75% sadist.
Ooh.
And then
I have had a makeshift cane broken on my ass before.
A what?
And I've had my ass spanked like full force with a belt and everything. So
yeah,
in like threesomes and the foursome group I was in once, it was like I was the brat that could take the punishment.
Really?
Yes.
That's fire. So yeah, so like sadist, 67% degrader, and then a 66% experimentalist.
Oh yeah, experimentalist is fun.
I have no idea what experimentalist is.
Oh, it just basically means where you're like, yeah, if it doesn't sound like a hard no for me, I'll try anything once.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah. See?
I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, that's cool. Put a finger in my ass. I don't like it, so we'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Then I am a 65% submissive.
I'm so tempted to just go, no, I can't even say it.
Why?
Never mind. Good for you, bestie. Good for you.
Nah, there's a... Oh, that fell. So the reason that has the submissive part of it, because there is one thing I will always say. Well, I've always said this, ladies, if you're listening to this right now, ladies, I'm just putting this out there. This is my profile. I am 5'7". I am slightly handsome. Fuck the shit out of you. The one thing you need to do, and I will be putty in your hands, is literally, this is all you just need to do. Just do something randomly sexy, or just like grab me by both of my fucking facial cheeks and make out with me. I will be putty in your hand. You could literally almost do anything to me. That is all I'm saying.
Oh man.
Now I'm not that type of. I'm not that type of person.
Is
just like I'm not the
type.
Then
He'll call you mommy, basically.
Though no, if you're I will never do that. Nope. I find that so weird. I will never. I will never call. I feel weird when a chick calls me daddy.
You know what? Fair enough.
I'm like,
except I have heard that. I don't mean to be that person, but I have heard that said before. And every man I've slept with has called me mommy of their own voluntary accord.
Really?
So, yes, even when they are very embarrassed. I even got one guy to wear cat ears.
You are fucking lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I've worn like a chick has put a neck collar on me before.
Putting the cat ears on, and I'm like, it's you versus me, your girlfriend, and my friends with benefits. At the end of this, you are gonna beg me to put the cat ears on you. And he did.
That's fired.
Right?
That's kind of fire. I mean, I'm not putting them on.
Being a switch.
That's true. But that's the thing is, like, I'm not gonna put them. It may take a lot of convincing. Like, again, I'll put cat ears on for like maybe a good 30 seconds. I'm not saying no meow bullshit though.
No, you don't have to meow. You just gotta put on the cat ears, and then I'm gonna pin you to the bed, and then do unspeakable things to your body.
That does sound fire, but I'm still kind of wary on the cat ears part a little bit. But
it's okay. That's for pre and post nut clarity. The mid nut clarity is where it gets fuzzy.
I don't think I have post nut clarity.
Really?
I just be like,
You
oh
know what?
shit, that was a fat rope. Time to go to work. I really don't think about what the shit I jerk off to sometimes.
Valid though. Valid.
I'm like, yo, dude, that shit could have got someone pregnant. Well, let's go sell some sneakers.
Oh my god. Slay.
It's literally like I said, like I'm a very nonchalant person. So I'm like, yo, that's fine. Like, oh my god, there's this one time like my ex, like we never lived with each other, but like I'll constantly go to her. I would constantly go to her house. Like, oh my god, my parents are gone for the week. You can come spend the night. They said it's okay. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Their parents loved me. I think that's my toxic trait. I have gotten every parent to turn on their child because I was so nice to the parents.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, like I still get like my ex's mom, like my freshman year girlfriend. Her mom still texts me, like just to
Oh my
check
god.
up on
Good
me.
on you.
She's like, you were
I
just so
think when
nice
my
to
ex
her.
dumped me, her mom was more upset than my ex was.
About
About
the breakup.
her dumping me.
Yeah, no, there is my ex's dad text me. He's like, hey man, I gotta say I'm sorry, bro. I gotta break this to you. I was like, what? Yeah, I almost name dropped her. So and so, she's cheating on you, bro. I was like, what? I'm like,
That's a dub dad though.
that's a
that is
fire
a big
ass
fat
dad.
W of
That
a
ain't
dad.
shit. Dude, if I ever become a father, that shit is not riding in my house. If you are cheating,
Oh,
I
yeah.
am telling your significant other.
Yeah, it's
But
called consequences. It's called you get into the parenting voice, the gentle parenting, and you're like the kindergarten teacher voice, and you're like, we don't cheat on our people. No, I gotta try that again. That's when you go into like the kindergartner teacher voice, and you're
Yeah.
like, now friends, it's not nice to cheat on your significant other. That's what we call being a stank ass bitch.
That's what we call a home wrecker. Can you say that with me, please?
Home wrecker.
But yeah, I remember that he had texted me, but I remember like submissive part of me was just like, and like, all right, cool, you know, like whatever, like her parents, I text her parents like, yo, is it okay if I spend the night or whatever? Like, yeah, it's okay, you know, guys just have fun, nothing too crazy. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I go and she's like, all right, cool, like the keys on the fucking mat or whatever, like you can just walk in. And I'm going in. I'm like, yo, where are you? She's like, oh, I'm in the kitchen or whatever. And she's like on the counter playing with herself, just naked. And I was just like, I will do anything you want.
Damn.
Please have your way with me. Those are like,
Right.
like I said, only time I'll ever be like a submissive is like you have to like not like a random like sexy thing. Like you literally just have to like kind of catch me off guard, and then I'm just like putty. I'll melt. But yeah, like back to your thing of like I don't call people mom, mommy, or like I get called daddy sometimes. That shit's super weird. But like I'll never.
Calling them mommy would be so fitting since you like MILFs.
That's true, but like I always find it weird. I don't know what it is.
What? Fair. I think it's one of those things, kind of like water sports, where it's, you know, you're like, no, I'd never be into that. Because I was really off put by daddy for a long time, and also mommy. But over time, it's like, bro, I don't think it's a joke anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like what's weird is like I won't say like mommy, but like I'll call girls like I don't know what it is. Like I had this fixation of like what's it called? Like the fixation of just calling like random chicks like mama, like what's going on there, mama? Like what's good with you? Like I don't like call them.
That's like cute and also hot.
Yeah, I'd be like
in
Forrest
the
Gump.
middle of sex, you know.
No, I used to do that shit all the time. I still say that now. Like when I'm like, yo, what's good with you, mama?
Really?
Like, I still do that now. Like I'll be like, yo, like I'll be at a bar or whatever, and then like this chick will just come and like we're talking, and then I'm like, yo, you want a drink, mama? Like I'll get you something, and then they'll be like, oh, yeah. I'm like that. I don't know if that's like similar to calling people mommy or whatever. Another weird thing with like
completely different vibes.
Yes.
Like if you go up to a bar and you're like, "Hey, mommy, can I buy you a drink?" That's like fucking weird.
No. That's a difference. There's the Hispanic mommy, which is MAMI, which is like them trying to flirt. Like
that one.
Yo, tu
that
mami,
one
tu
that one's on the
quieres, like
same level as mama, but mommy.
Yeah, mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mommy. That was a total moan. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I don't think it picked it up, but yeah, it's just weird. Like Like dudes are hella weird sometimes because like they'll just be like, yo, like dude, give me some of the mommy milkers. I'm like, yo, dude, just like say tits.
Okay, mommy milkers is funny, but then again, the like mommy and daddy stuff, it's the stuff you joke about until you start associating it with actual sex things that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
And then you can't escape it. And then you
Yeah.
cannot escape it. It happens with a lot of kink things.
It
A
does. Like,
lot of them.
so I always say that like kink wise, obviously I did my thing or whatever, and I showed you. Yeah, I really don't have like in specific like anything than that. Like just like I like tying girls up. That shit kind of fire, making them look like
Yeah.
a whole fucking like
Fucking Christmas tree.
like a Christmas turkey. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh man.
You know what another
Yeah.
thing is too? I like to freak them out. I like putting like blindfolds on them, right? And like tie them up.
Oh my gosh.
I like putting tie like that, and then I'll leave the room.
Oh, that's so hot.
That's
I'm gonna text that to my boyfriend. Come over, we're doing this now.
nah, for real. Like I would literally like handcuff them or like tie them up or whatever, where they're just like there, and then I would put the blindfold on them, and I would just be dead silent and pretend like I leave the room, or I would leave the room for like X amount of minutes, and then
Oh my
come back
gosh.
and go do some work.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
I just
And you said handcuffs, and I'm like, that reminds me of how I met my boyfriend. It was on Tinder, and the picture that got me was that he had a picture of him holding a pair of handcuffs. He's not a cop, so I'm like, I have to specify because it's
Not a
important. It's important to me. I should not say something that politically confusing if I'm not going to give a whole video essay on it.
I'm like, oh snap, he's a
anyway.
cop. That's cool.
No, he is not a cop. Fuck no. No hate to the police, but no, I get it because he had handcuffs, and I'm like, do you have handcuff paraphernalia for the same reason I do? Because I have handcuff earrings, and that's what got us started.
Oh, that's so.
And then I found out he
cute.
was a virgin, and I'm like, oh.
You were like rubbing your hands there, like.
At first, I was put off. I'm
A
like, wait,
victim.
you're a virgin? What? And then I'm like, actually, I could work with that.
Yeah, the last chick the chick I was messing with a couple weeks ago, she was like, yo, when's the last time you had sex? I was like, I don't know, like I said it so nonchalant. I was like, I don't know, like
Right
like,
now?
No, I was like, like 2-3 years I haven't had sex. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, like COVID and shit. Like I didn't want to. The last time, like my ex was like during the COVID era, and I just didn't have sex then.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, you poor thing. I'm like, I ain't tripping on it or whatever. And then what caught her was just what got me in bed with her. I was like, like I really don't care or whatever, but at the same time, I still can put it down. She's like, what do you mean? He's like, you want to find out?
Ooh.
That's the
That's
shit.
how you get them.
That's
Men, take notes. Chill.
Guys,
consent,
for a guy that
read
doesn't,
the room.
guys, for real, guys, I said this on my drunk video, but that's just eating ass. That's not the point. The point is this, guys. I may be an introvert, but I know how to talk to women. A lot of you guys that are extroverts out there that are like, oh my god, I love to go out and like, yo, where the hoes at? Where the hoes at? You guys don't talk to them. Like I can talk up a room if I really want to. Like I say this with like the most confidence in the world. When it comes to me, the minute I get either someone to laugh or to chuckle, it's over because then I know either one, I could say a joke. You're comfortable with the jokes I'm talking about, so I can go and spice things up. Or two, it's I literally got someone to laugh that I've never met before. All right, let's get her done, boys. Yeah, it's like my like with me, I know how to talk to anybody. I may not be the most important person, but I'll make sure like I act like I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
That's
I could talk to anybody. Like I could just read like there's like I can know when I could be flirty with somebody and know when I could just have just a good time with somebody. Like,
yeah.
There are dudes that just can't have social cues and they just don't know how to like say shit. Like,
oh yeah.
There's this time where this dude's like, "Yo, what's going on?" You got like some. Literally, we were at a bar karaoke night, and this dude goes up to this girl like, "Yo, you got some big titties. Like, what's good with it?" And she was like, "Whatever." And then, like, she was so mad at him or whatever. And then I was like, like I bought her a drink or whatever, and she got mad at me. I was like, "No, just sucks. You guys got to deal with that all the time, She's like, "Oh, like, whatever." And then obviously me, Smooth McGee over here, I was like, that's cool and all that, but You know what sucks is you never really. If that's the first thing you saw, then that's kind of whack. You got some really pretty eyes though.
That's how you riz them up. You
Yeah.
comment on things that aren't sexual because no one wants to hear that they've got a smoking bod when it's something they can't even control. No one wants to hear about how their big titties in public that's giving them back pain in the moment is
Yeah.
making you really horny in the bar. Like, they
Yeah.
want to hear, like, damn girl, you're gorgeous. You have impeccable style. You
Exactly.
know,
So,
I
but
love those earrings. They
my
really
thing
bring out the
is,
color of your eyes.
I'm very into
You know?
fashion, so I look at shit like that. But like with me, like how I didn't have sex with her or anything like that. I was just like talking to her and stuff,
Yeah.
and I got her number. But like what I did was like, yeah, you know, like to be honest, like I saw you across the room. You have some really nice eyes. That's the first thing I noticed. It's like, and then everything else, and then I saw yo from the big titties, and then the nice asses you got there. That's just a plus. But I'm more of an eyes kind of guy, and I was like, oh, where did you
Hmm.
get those? Like, where'd you get those shoes at? Because she was wearing like sneakers or whatever. I'm like, that's different. A lot of
Yeah.
women wear heels. She's like, oh, I got them from here. I'm like, oh shit, no way. Got her number. It's not that hard, guys.
Yo.
Guys, I'm literally giving you. I should make a fucking. I know. I don't want to be like that relationship podcast kind of thing. I hate that. I hate those podcasts
We
so
do a
bad.
one-off episode on how to have great sex and how to pick up chicks.
Holy fuck! Do you want to come back next week?
I would love to.
Hey, all right. We got okay, guys. Stay tuned. Next week, relationship with Eli and Lamiacy. It's gonna be a great
Yes.
thing. So we are nearing the end of the show. Obviously this has been a fantastic, great session having you here. So with all our special guests, I have one thing to ask of you, and that is, what do you want to ask me about? I hate to put you on the line right now, but you can ask me my opinion on anything, whether you've had something on your mind or something you just want to think of on the spot. All you have to do is say, "What's my opinion on your subject?"
Okay. Mm, gosh, I gotta.
And
So it's in the format. What's your opinion on the subject, right? So it keeps
yes,
with the title of the podcast.
yes,
Okay, that's really cool, and I love that.
yeah. I do it with all our special guests.
Yeah. I gotta think of a good one because obviously I know that you listen to audio porn.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm,
Anything.
what's your opinion on telling a bunch of people what type of porn you listen to? That's what it's gonna be. All right, I got it.
All right, for sure. Lay it on me.
All right, what's your opinion on telling the internet what type of porn you listen to?
All right. So the type of porn I listen to, what's my opinion? Man, the type of porn I listen to pretty much everything. But I will say this: what catches my eye is just ridiculous like blowjob fucking audios.
Mm,
I'm talking about like where they are choking on whatever they are choking on.
yeah,
It activates something.
the gag reflex.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, like just
Tons.
whoo.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Just so now I can expose you even further to the internet than you've already done for free.
Hey, for sure. I expose myself every time. There is not a point in this podcast where I mean, I don't talk about my personal life all the time. I mean, hell, there's only been 2 episodes where me and Alex have cried on this podcast because we actually opened up.
Oh, bro, now to all your fucking podcast episodes.
Episode 97, that's when Alex cried, and then I don't remember the one we did. Well, we both cried on that episode, and then I don't remember I know we talked about. Oh, the episode is called Drake made us talk about our grandpas.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so wholesome.
So yeah. So guys, I have no problem like putting my whole shit out there. I don't like talking about my life all the time because I don't think my life's that important. I think my life is just as cool as it is. The minute I get to fucking move out of this house and I get to have my own place and do some cool shit, I guarantee you guys will see a lot more of what I like to do. But until the time being, you guys just get my cool ass voice. With that saying, though, I really appreciate you coming on here and stuff. We are
I have
nearing.
had an absolute blast. I'm so glad you invited me.
I am so happy. And one more thing before this goes. This is you talk about like people like messaging you and stuff. I always feel so weird messaging people because I'm like, I don't know if they feel like they get like a bad fan reaction. I'm just like one of the fans that just like, hey, do you mind if you could, I can interview? But
I mean, the thing is, if you're talking to us about our work and you're not just like, damn girl, your voice sexy as fuck, wanna watch me jack off, it's like, that's a no. But like actually being interested in our craft, that's a big yes.
Yes. So where can the fine ladies and gentlemen or anybody under the sun can find you, Lamiacy? All your socials.
All right, well, I am on Reddit at u/Lamiacy. You'll probably see something in the description of that.
All her socials will be in the description.
Twitter, yes, I am on Twitter under Lamiacy_new ACC because my original one got hacked. Yay me. I am on Fansly. I think on Fansly I'm still just Lamiacy, and on Patreon I'm either Lamiacy or Lamiacy Audios. And Patreon is kind of my biggest if you want the extra content. I got a couple tiers on that, some for just pictures, some for just audio, some for both. But yeah, feel free to check it out. And I've got, I think now 71 public access audios up.
Yeah, so, 71, y'all.
I got them for males, I got them for females, I got them for trans males, trans females, I got them for everyone.
Everyone's included. Rated E for everyone.
Exactly. Mostly males, but you will find me on Gone Wild Audio Sapphic. So check me out, and thank you for listening. and drop a like and a follow for Eli here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So with that, any personal guys, you guys can find this podcast everywhere under the sun. Basically, videos on Spotify and YouTube. We don't have video today, so it's just gonna be a really cool thumbnail that I'm gonna put up, and it's gonna be cool. Obviously, I'm gonna be working with her with some of her stuff that she's gonna do. Apparently, I might be a voice actor. Who knows? So, yeah, so all you girls that like to say, oh my God, you got a cool voice. I don't believe you, but yeah, get ready to flick your beans and have a nice time because we are about to have some fun. I'm not talking about like no fun. I'm talking about the fun, the nasty, the kinky, the sexy, the rage-inducing sex, the sex that I want to choke the shit out of you until you turn purple, but then give you like lots and lots of tender love and care because that's the shit your dad never gave you. So with that saying, y'all, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys are working on yourselves. And again, I hope you guys are doing everything right in your way. Follow your dreams, whatever the fucking motivational shit that I have to say. And also, if you guys are trying to, to get some shit done, you guys can actually send us voice memos. We are trying to push out voice memos because we want to hear your guys' lovely voices and want to hear your opinions on anime, TV, and all that other bullshit. So with all that saying, all you lovely people, hit that follow button and make sure to stay horny. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace!